Trailer in position, conveyor going, wood splitter greased, excavator in position. We are going to go for another full production day here just outside of Daylesford. Right, so we've got one log there, so the plan is 2 people, 2 chainsaws, jump out here, chop, chop, chop. One person jumps back in the excavator, heads back into the wood pile and grabs some more wood. While they're doing that, the second person chops the centerpiece. The bit where the log grab's protecting, then we can't cut that. That'll get dropped onto the floor. And kind of, it'll need to be sort of 1 or 2 cuts into it. We'll cut that, and then while they're still getting logs, jump over here and start some splitting. So that's the plan. Now let's see it in action. So I could tell when we were cutting these that it was cutting very, very easy. You can see there's a bit of punky rubbish on the outside. And I think the middle's wet because of the huge cracks down the side. Any moisture that's got into the cracks is carried on in. But what we found in the past is that split this, give it a week, and it's actually dried out massively. We've been doing that by putting this wood in the store over there, and it's dried out within a week. So we'll do that with these, but if there is any crappy punky stuff, we'll throw it out the way. We won't go selling it. Let's go get some more logs to get this production line going. Right, that's one nice log grab. Let's get out of here. This is how it needs to be. Quick log grab, straight back out, straight back into cutting. Cannot be messing around. Alright, now we've booked a few. Let's get them pushed up. Nathan's going to actually start the splitting now, and I'll carry on cutting. As you can see, me using the 462 is quite a bit faster than Nathan 362, so possibly more efficient for us to do it this way. Right, well, we have another little problem with the kinetic splitter. So the little arrangement that goes in here, that fits on top, and that whole assembly is pinned off with that pin. So the idea being the roller slides up and down the bed, and the spring pushes the rack up so that it's disengaged, and only when you do the engage handle does it then push it back down and engage it. And the issue we're having is that pin, which actually goes through here, it's a pin with a mushroom head on one end, and it's just been tack welded on the other, and it's just fallen apart. So we are trying to do a little field fix here. So we managed to get hold of a detent pin off the trailer. I'm going to try and hammer that through and hopefully fix this in place. More problems with the kinetic splitter, but hopefully not major ones. The other issues that we've been having just recently, and sod's law, I only just did it today, is those two bolts have been coming loose, and actually just red Loctited them in place, which is sod's law, because I've now got to undo those two bolts to get access to this. You cannot put all that lot together whilst this is in place. Right, so we've got those two bolts out. When those two bolts are out, an actual rack can be lifted. Right, so do you want to put that in there?
Need the little washer and the spring.
There we go, there's a little washer. And das spring. Want me to assemble it, hold it, and you put the pin in?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to come from that side. So we're going to need to move the wood to the opposite direction.
Alright, well it won't spring back. It will spring back, won't it?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got springs still on it.
Springs at the bottom.
So you pull that out. Yep, it's coming through. Yeah, hold on. Can that? Yeah. Right, keep going. That it? It won't matter actually, will it? Just thinking about it, it won't go anywhere. You got it?
But is that going to get in things way?
Don't think it will.
The rubber stopper.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
No?
Yeah. It'll get in the way, but I don't think it's something to worry about.
I do, because it's going to start uneven.
I think that rubber stopper will just, I think that'll get pushed out the way, I think, Nath, yeah. So, now we have the job of putting the bolts back in. I threw it on the floor in a tantrum. Hold on, need thread lock. You might not get them in. Needs to. Everything's at different angles. There we go. How's that?
Yeah, much better. For this
Once we get a few threads in, should just go in after that. Lost time in our production line, Nath.
Yeah, I know. Curious to see how this pin goes.
You just simply have to keep an eye on it. Yeah. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll whack it with a hammer and try and bend it on this side. so it can't come out. Because that detent, the spring part of it is not working. It won't work, will it? It won't hold it in place. So, all right, do you want to hold the front again while I tighten this up with my torque spanner? Click. You know what the click is? Torque wrench. Ready? Oh, that's tight. Now you just got that. Ain't going anywhere.
So you need it to go somewhere, huh?
Yeah, right. What do you want to do? Do you think bend that down will work? I don't think whatever happens you'll ever get it holding properly, to be honest. Let's... Pin's not going to bend, I'm afraid. That is not with that little epoxy hammer, but that's going to have to do. Right, Allen keys for that now, Nath. We got Allen keys. Let's get them out and get that put back together again. So we've gone through about the third pair of these bumper stops. We just get them from Bunnings, but yeah, they don't last too long. I think when you split them, we just have to keep an eye on that pin here, make sure it doesn't come out. It's tight though, isn't it? So it shouldn't just easily come out. I'll try and push it into the hole. I don't know if it's engaged or not. Yep. We'll see how that goes. That might be a semi-permanent fix. Sometimes them things last, you know, forever. We need to get producing some wood, son. Yeah. It's 10:30. Got 4 pieces in the trailer. There's a big pile behind us though. Right, if you can just pull that back, I'm just going to check this one's still a little bit tight. Right, so we should be able to let that go and back. So now let's fire it up, give it a test. Try it. Right. Bit weird. Well, let's bring you in the action. We got a few logs on the ground there, as you can see. They're decent size. We'll get a couple more out. I'm pulling all the small stuff out and putting it behind the excavator because that stuff's just in the way and it'll go through the swing saw. But we'll pull out the bigger stuff and yeah, let's get back into it. You guys are in the thick of the action here. Mind you don't get hit. Alright, I think what we will do, simply grab the 3, which is actually a good load anyway. They're 3 decent sized logs. Just get them to hop one on top of the other. There we go. Right, we got 3. Right, let's go have a bit of chainsaw action. no rot on that. That's something on the outside there. That big centre, nice and nice and solid.